All right, I'm going to go through and I'm going to create a UPK. So the first thing I'm going to do is open my UPK developer. And you can see what I've done. I've already went in and opened an application. I want to create the UPK in. I opened Advanced Controls GRC. So this is where I want to be able to create my training materials or my testing documents or such, or my presentations from. So it's going to load library. I'm actually going to close this for now. And there's two key concepts here you want to understand. First is the idea of a module and a topic. A module is kind of the container for individual topics. So for example, I might be creating a UPK on purchasing. I may create a purchasing module, and then within that, create multiple topics, like for example, general navigation, how to create a requisition, how to create a purchase order, how to create a receiving report, how to do navigation. Just kind of individual topics, how to do reporting. And those are all contained within one of those modules, right? So let's do a module. And we'll just name it GRC and give it today's date. And say OK. So it'll create our module for it. And now we're going to create our topics within that, right? So all we do to do that is just right-click, create a new linked topic, and we want to call it, let's just call it navigation, right? There it is. We'll click on that now, choose that, and then go record topic. So now it'll open my recorder for navigation. And I'll just go click on my screen here and then hit my print screen, and it'll start recording for me. And you can kind of hear it should make clicking noises in the background. So let me just do a little navigation, click on this one. And it's going to open my form for me, hopefully. And so this is all just GRC, and in the background, I'm making choices, and it's capturing those, right? So I can also, there's a down at the bottom here, a little pause recording. Nice, if I make a mistake in my navigation, I can go back, make my adjustment, click on unpause again, and start recording. So let me just, let's assume I'm done with my navigation. I've captured all the content that I want to capture. I was going to go print screen again. It'll open my developer, and what it does is it opens this new tab and shows you basically all of those items that you went in, all of those screens that you've captured. So now what you can do is a couple things. You can maybe delete them. Let's say, for example, you've made a mistake and you don't want a form, just go delete frame. It'll take it out for you. You can add properties. So you can add text into your bubble. So you'll see here, there's a bubble, and my first UPK. You can add text into this. And note, you'll see in here where it's captured the navigation. What it will do is let's put a little box on there, and that's where when you do play me, play or try, that's where the actual navigation goes to, the cursor will go to. You can also add a sound. So if you want to record voice or other sounds that include those, you can do that. And you can also do control this too. So you control the spacing, where it is, color of your text, all that kind of stuff. You can also, let's just save here. Always make sure you save on this tab. Let's say I want to put some frames that I've missed, right? You can go Insert, Missing Frames. So then just go on Missing Frames here. It'll reopen this for you. And you can just go print screen again and start recording. You can look, and you'll see, it'll navigate for you. You can look at it, look at all the particular, forms, and be able to make any adjustments you want. Let's assume you're good now, and you've inserted the the frames, or it can be multiple frames that you can insert. You can go through all that, and you're fine now. You've done all that, and you want to complete it. You just do print screen again. All right, and we'll save again. Now we can go back to our module and to our topic, and just file, publish. You'll publish at this point. And I've got a folder set up on my C drive, because what this will do is this will actually, on my hard drive, create folders. Those folders contain the content that's been generated by my UPK. Let's go next here. You can publish a part of the outline or the entire outline. Outline being your module and individual topics. And just say, I already have some content in that folder, that's why it's giving it to me. And you can pick out what you want to, include in the generation. Do you want a test case? Do you want a PowerPoint presentation, a training guide? And just go ahead and, you can pick what you want and just say publish. And it'll take a minute and it'll go ahead and publish. Very often I have to publish multiple times as I go through and create a particular UPK, because you'll find mistakes or changes you want to be able to make, or updates. So you can always go back to that tab where I my developer, where I had my screenshots, insert, delete, make changes within that, save, and then republish to make those permanent. And really what publishing is doing is just going through and creating that individual folder and putting all the content within that. So it's interesting too. You'll often find that if you just want to be able to create a testing guide, if you just want to be able to create a presentation, and you don't want to go through all of this publishing process, there's a way I'll show you within it to be able to just create a presentation. There's a place to link in there, and you can create that, which is nice, because very often, if you're doing a demo or if you're creating something that you want to send to a client, it's a good way to very quickly get screen captures. I also do most of my demos from UPK, because working on mostly DoD clients, the fact that you may not always have connectivity. You can also, it's nice because you also have something to potentially leave behind. So if they want to go in and review it later, they can look at it. So this will complete. This usually takes about 5 minutes to be able to do. Once this is done, we'll then go back in, we'll go to our module, we'll open navigation, and I'll show you can make changes within there again. And then we'll create another topic within that outline. And so you can see how we can do that, and then go back and just republish everything again. Really, bottom line is that it's pretty easy. I mean, it's really about opening the applications that you want, being able to open developer, create your module, create your link topic, go in, do your recording, record your UPK, make any edits that you think appropriate, go back in, publish it, and if needed, make additional edits and republish. And that's really it in a nutshell, in terms of being able to create your UPKs. So this should be finishing up here in a minute. Note too, if you would like, you'll see within we have our module and then topics. You can create folders too, which give you the ability to kind of do a little more separation, if you will, a little more segregation. And that's just a matter of when you click on the module, put create a topic. And so it'll tell you where it's published it and where it's put it. So just say finish. And now let's go in. And the D, I think it was the example. And this is what it's created. Basically all of this, 2 folders and some XML. So you can go in, We'll go into publishing content. This is all the stuff that it's created. Presentations, testing results. Here, I'll look at the training guide. There's your training guide, right? So it's created all that stuff. One, of course, is player package. We can go to player package, and within this, all the key file is just play, right? Click on play, open that up, and there's your UPK. And again, you can go in here and do your see it, try it, know it, do it, right? All that stuff, and it'll start playing for you. Go ahead and close that. And close that. Again, if I want to add another topic, I just get another link topic. And call it GRC. And then go back, click on it, and start the whole process again. Note up here, this is where you can see if you don't want to publish, you just want individual docs, like just maybe you want to grab some screenshots, you can get it from here. You can get a manual without having to go through the publishing process. Just go presentation and then right click. If you want to edit this, so now I want to go and edit it, just double click. All you do is double click and it'll reopen it for you. And that's really about it.